Welcome to my video. In this video, we're going to see about map and dat. Okay, already we have seen about list. So now map, which is more essential for us to work with API and Firebase database and local databases like Hive or SQLite. Okay, open your VS Code and create a project map app or whatever you wish. Okay, inside the void main function, we're going to start our first program. Here, using the map keyword, I'm going to add a variable name. You can add anything. Okay, so I'm adding the person is equal to those flower brackets. This is a total syntax. This is a type, this is a variable name, and whatever value you are putting, need to put inside the flower bracket. Okay, the particular value will be like key plus value. Let me tell you that. Okay, so now I'm gonna print the map first. So I'm printing it now. You will get some response over the debug console. So it is an empty list, empty map. Okay, so we have some operations here. List.length, which means 0 because the particular person is not having any values. Okay, then list is empty. Actually, it is empty now. So whenever we are running this one, we were able to get a true option. Okay, so assigning value to the map is been like key plus value. So name is to John, which means name represents key and the value represent the John, which means the left hand side content will be the key and right hand side content will be the values. So be conscious on that. You can add anything like this is a string, this is a string. In the next entry, you can put a integer and you can put anything. You can put boolean. It's suppose. For example, this particular map, it's been like dynamic comma dynamic, which means left hand side is a dynamic and right hand side is a dynamic. You can put any value you wish. Okay, if you want to specify the key should only will be the string, you need to specify like this. The right hand side key will be the string and the left hand side can be dynamic. Likewise, you can specify something. Okay, so here the error is showing because it is an integer, it's not a string. We have specified a key data type as string. Okay, that is what the error is coming now. So you need to make this thing as anything you wish. Okay, so the right hand side can be anything because it is a dynamic. You can also specify some types to the value too. Okay, you can specify like string comma string, string comma dynamic, string comma integer, string comma boolean, or boolean comma string, however you wish. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I hope this particular example is helpful for you. Okay, now we have some content here. So we will get a false while we are running because it's not actually empty, right? So we will get false. But in other case, we will get true, which is it's not empty. Actually, it's not empty now. F5. So true. Okay, this is the case. And at last, we're gonna print the person alone to view what are all the changes we are making to this. And also, we were able to get the length by specifying dot length. Actually, I'm having two contents, two entries. We need to call this key and value as entries. Okay, so we have two entries. So at last, print person dot keys instance. We will get keys values separately. Okay, that is the case. Okay, key. These two are keys. Keys name and is true is a keys. And we can also get values. Okay, which means all the values will be the set here. John and true. Okay, this is how. and I'm removing this content. Let me change this particular map. Okay, as John's mark is equal to max is to 90. Likewise, specify some kind of marks. Okay, points and language. So language is to some other value. Okay, then I'm having the mark of some student and John mark. Here I'm printing this value now. Yeah, I'm able to get the values here. So likewise, you can get the values key and maps key and maps value separately. And I'm going to do some operations like print John mark dot contains key, contains this particular subject, like how do we say, we can specify anything like French. It doesn't exist, right? The French doesn't exist. So if I run this particular thing, I will get false. Okay, so this particular keys doesn't have a French subject. Okay, if I type as English, I will get some content, which means the true. Okay, so likewise, we can check the keys exist in that particular map or not. Okay, so you can also check with contains value. If any of the marks is related to 100, yeah, that is true. Okay, if the any of the mark is 50, that is false because he doesn't have a 50 mark. So likewise, we can check with the contains operation. So then, and most importantly, we're going to see about other things. Okay, now I have added so many things, right? If I want to clear everything, I must do a clear operation. That is one of the function from the map. Okay, so I'm doing a clear. This should not come under the print statement. Okay, clear and F5. So with the particular function, all the keys and values will get cleared. Okay, so we won't get anything in the print statement. It will be empty. Okay, this is one of the property. We have very minimal properties in the map. Okay, for example, let me tell you. John mark dot, we have used contains values, and we have all property in sense we can directly add a keys and values to it, like french french is one of its subject, and putting a mark like this, and you can add how many you want. It doesn't like you should add only one. Okay, so I'm running it now. I will get with the French mark, and can also add the another one. PT, and it's been like 80. I can also run this. Okay, whatever I'm adding inside this key, inside this map, that will be get added to that particular list. So that we have add all. We don't have a add property. Apart from that, we have the put property. We will see about it. Okay. Then we have John Mark dot add entries. Add entries in sense we can add entries from another map. Okay, for example, let me copy this and paste here. This is another list, and additional marks. Okay, this is like moral, and another one has been like activities. That should be 100. So, likewise, we can add one map to another map with the help of the add entries. Okay, for example, we have add all property, right? So, John Mark dot add entries. Inside this, we need to specify the another map dot entries. Okay, and I'm running this application by clicking F5. Then we have one property which we can add one element to that particular map. For example, John Mark dot put. Put if absence in sense, we can specify a key and value, which is, for example, let me tell you, if it is in English, okay, I already have a value, right? So if I specify a value of 100, it is a function. Okay, so here you need to specify a arrow function. Okay, 100. I'm running this application now. F5. So English is 78. Okay, English won't get changed. It's been like put if absence. Okay, already the English is exist. So the insert operation, it won't perform that. Okay, for example, if I've make this as English exam, okay, this is a different key, right? So if I run this, the English exam will get added to that particular map. Okay, so working with map is just tricky, but we have only few functions. Okay, so the English exam is added here. Okay, then this is how you need to insert some keys or values to the map. John Mark dot. At last we have update property. Yeah, remove update. Likewise, remove. In sense, we can remove with the key value, which means just remove English. I'm running this one. With the key, you can remove the value from the map. The English is removed. Okay, then remove where. Already we have seen about the where condition and all, right? Remove where key dot starts with E. This is a string operation, which means with the string starts with E, it will be get removed from that list. We can do some operation like that. Okay, see, the English and English exam, it's got removed. And also you can specify something like if the value is greater than 100, just remove that kind of values. F5. Nothing is greater than 100, right? So nothing will get removed. So less than or equal to 70. Just remove that kind of entries. So the 70 above, there is no such thing like 70 above, 70 below. So let me put as 80, F5. Okay, 80 below marks were got removed from that list. Okay, so that's it. Then at last, John Mark dot update and update where will be the same. Update, and here we have key plus value. English is to English comma, the value will be 56. Running this app, there is no such thing as English, so the error will come. Okay, you can specify another thing like if absence. If absence instance, if it is absence, just put 20. Okay, F5 again. If the English exists, it will put 56. If the English is absent, it will put 20. Yeah, see, it got removed. Okay, that is how we need to create our things. And at last, update all. JSON, sorry, John Mark dot. We have update all property. With the update all, we were able to update the particular things as we seen in our here. Okay, we can update everything, which means the value multiple of 2. Likewise, I'm running this project. So every marks will get multiple of 2. Okay, for update all property is to update a value within all entries. Okay, that's it, guys. But in my career, I haven't used any of the map properties. Okay, in my real time projects, I will only use the map from the JSON decode and encode, and I will convert the map directly to a class object. Okay, but these are all the very helpful functions we can use in certain cases, but we won't use anything in regular. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching this content. At last, I'm covering very important concept. Okay, here I'm removing everything. Okay, here I'm gonna create one string with the JSON format. String JSON box is equal to any string, but you need make sure the string is started with a single quotation. That is very important. Okay, then represent a map here. Name is to John, comma, age is to 57. Okay, at last a semicolon is important, and make sure if you are working with JSON, if you are making a empty string, for example, this is not actual data coming from the internet or the local database. This is a mock data we are giving, we are assigning, right? So this particular mock data should start with the double single quotation, and the keys and values should cover with the double quotation. That is very important. But actually this is a string, but JSON formatted string. We will say like, if the strings have contain a 0, that is a, we can convert that particular string to an int parse, right? So likewise, we can convert this JSON formatted string to a map. Okay, so let me create one map here and name that map whatever you wish. Inside this, just place the JSON dot JSON decode dot JSON box. Pass this particular JSON formatted string, semicolon. Now, with this one line, the total string is converted to a map object. Okay, so it's converted to a map. So I'm able to get a single value from that string. For example, let me tell you, if I'm printing the map box, I'm able to get the total map, converted map. Okay, here I'm able to get a single value with the key map dot name. Make sure whatever you're putting inside the key element, the spelling should be the same as the map contains. F5, I'm able to get the value of this particular key, John, and also the age. This is how you can convert a string to a map object. If it is not formatted correctly, if I missed anything, so it will be not like a JSON formatted string. So definitely we will get the error while converting, while doing a JSON decode. I'm running this project. So I will get error because this is not perfectly formatted. Okay, so just put flower bracket here, F5 again. Yeah, everything seems to be good. This is how you need to convert any string to a map object while it is a JSON formatted string. Okay, then that's it, guys. We can also convert this particular map again to a JSON string with the help of with JSON encode. Okay, so I'm clearing everything. This is our actual first map, and here I'm gonna create one thing like string box is equal to JSON encode, and I'm passing this map to it. JSON mark, sorry, John mark. Then I'm printing this string F5. So it's the actual string formatted in JSON. Okay, this is how you need to convert anything from map to string. This particular encode is helpful when we are passing something to the internet, when we are posting something to the internet. Okay, so let us discuss about this while working with the API. I hope this particular video is helpful to know about maps, but most of the functions I won't use in regular. But while working with the list of maps, we will see about so many things. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching this content.